Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Marcus and his football. I'm here with Joseph after
Yep, yeah.
Chelsea have just beaten Newcastle by 3 goals to 2 on the Monday
Yep.
Night Football tonight. Just want to ask you, what do you think about the game? Who's your favourite player tonight? And where Chelsea can go forward? Who would you play going forward, and who would you drop? The floor is
Right.
yours.
So I thought the performance today was actually a lot better than previous performances, such as the Brentford game, or I'd probably say, the Liverpool game in the final. Those games were definitely poor. Or the Wolves game, 4-2. I thought we were shocking there. Or the 4-1 Liverpool. Those are the few shocking results we've had in the past. Compared to them, I thought when we had the ball, controlled it very well. I thought, when Newcastle were attacking, we did very well defensively because they did, pursue a lot of attacks in that game. I do think that Gusto played very well. He was, very much doing these very defensive tackles and running up the pitch and crossing it into the box, which I thought, he was definitely decent. But there's also these points during the game where we did struggle. The first few minutes of both halves, I would say we struggled. To really gain control of the football. A couple of like lapses in concentration and the ball's in the back of the net. First of all, we'll start off with Nicholas Jackson's goal.
Yeah.
Well, it was sort of a build-up play. Palmer shot, I guess, pass shot, whatever you want to call it. Then Jackson sort of took it on his back foot and it went into the back of the net. 1-0 up, 6th minute in, Then we start to be a bit shaky, which isn't ideal. As I feel like when we go 1-0 up, we do get very shaky again and we start to be, a bit more reserved with the ball because we think we can sort of play the ball more defensively when we're 1-0 up. And then, eventually before the half-time whistle, I think it was like the 40th minute or something, Isak got a good goal to make it
Great
level
goal.
into the half-time break. And Newcastle sort of persisted with that into the second half. But, we took control, I would say, after a couple of Newcastle attacks. And, Palmer, being ice cold Palmer, obviously got his goal.
Yeah.
Well taken goal by him, honestly. He's absolutely incredible. He's brilliant. He just knows when to take his touches and shoot and pass and just be so technically skillful. That's why he is our best player right now. And then I think Sterling had a chance. I think it was either before or slightly after that goal, where he did have a one-on-one and completely made an absolute bloody mess out of it, which isn't ideal. He is a very frustrating player, Sterling. I'm sure you can agree. Poch actually came to a common sense and had a brain cell in him. And today, it was a good sub from him to bring on Mudryk because Mudryk then had that energy. So, he has that pace. He has that sort of, he's decent on the ball with dribbling, but sometimes can make a bit of a mess with it. But today, I thought he was very, very, very good with getting past defenders and a couple of tackles and attacking. And he took and the third goal for us, which was Mudryk that scored. Nice assist from Enzo Fernandez. No, not Enzo. It was, I think maybe it was Enzo. To make it, was it 3-2? And sorry, 3-1. 3-1. And then what was it? We sort of thought the game was ours, and we held back a little bit, which we should have pursued for another one. But Newcastle saw the opportunity and took it to make it 3-2.
Okay, quickly, we're going to go through player ratings. What do we think each player out of 10? We'll start off with the goal you got booked, Petrovic. What do you think about Petrovic?
Yeah, Petrovic, this is a bit silly from him, time wasting. I guess you could probably say, did the referee give him like that much time? I'd probably give him overall, made a couple of decent saves, caught the ball, distributed it quite well. Probably give him a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, right back was obviously Gusto. Go with Gusto.
Gusto, he was absolutely incredible today. He was just, getting these tackles. He was crossing it into the box. He was really driving the attack. He kept getting the ball, or even outpacing the Newcastle attacker on multiple occasions. Just kept getting there to the ball before the defender, and so I'll probably give Gusto a 9 out of 10. Believe it or not.
Centre backs. You obviously got Sassy right back. Right centre back. Sorry, right centre back. What do you give him?
I'd give to Sassy. He was a bit more. He was okay. He was decent, But I guess you could say it was slightly his fault for the first goal, for the Isak goal, which we do need to pattern out. We need to stop conceding these silly goals from these defensive errors. So from that, I think the highest I can give to Sassy is a 7, but he did do decently well.
Trevor
Chalobah also was at fault for the goal. But he did some good passes, some good tackles, some good defending, some good clearances. So I'd probably say the same as Sassy, 7.
Left back, Mark Cucurella, shoved in the deep end from not playing for a few months. What do you think about Mark?
For his first game, I mean, he was a bit sloppy in the first few minutes of both halves, and even during the first and second half, it was definitely sloppy. And definitely, could have been a lot better. But obviously, it was his first game back after a few months, which, against a team like Newcastle, which aren't terrible. So I'd probably say 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. Centre mid, Enzo,
he did a couple of good tackles, couple of, driving the ball forward sort of thing. He did get his assist. So he's, he is getting G&A. But there was times where he did lose out on the ball, or could have tracked back a bit better, or he could have taken a couple more shots he had a bit better. I remember that first half sort of shot where it just went sort of over the goal. But I would say decent at least. So I'll probably give him 7.5.
Fairs, Caicedo.
Caicedo, he did a couple of good defensive tackles. Again, doesn't really get much G&A, but he's more of that, sort of very deeper role. But, did okay. There's a couple of sloppy things here and there. So I'd probably give him a 7.
Okay. Conor
Gallagher, he did a couple of just great tackles. He's just that sort of Rottweiler that runs around the pitch, tries to get the ball, tries to drive it forward, just proper sort of like Gallagher dog. We saw Gallagher dog today.
Yeah, he was class, Gallagher. Better than Enzo.
Very good.
Right wing.
My rating is a solid 8.5 out of 10.
W. Brads. Right wing.
Oh, Palmer. I'm going to do a celebration. My man put in a solid 9 to 10 performance today. Our best player on.
What does 9 to 10 mean?
It's like obviously it was like a sort of like brilliant performance, but if he got like 2-3 goals, I'd probably make it a 10. But he got a goal, he got an assist, he could have done anything better. 9.5. You could probably put it in the middle there. 9.5 out of 10. Did nothing really wrong. He lost the ball here and there, but no one really noticed when he gets all this G&A, and he's just our best player. So, 9.5. Ice, cold, dynamite, pop.
Okay, left wing, my favourite player, Russ Sterling, quickly.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 because he was so poor. He missed a one-on-one. He got past the keeper. It was a one-on-one that turned into an open goal, and he still missed.
Yeah, not good enough from Mr. Sterling.
It was very frustrating. It was a frustrating performance from him today. So, 4 out of 10. I can't really give him much more than that.
Quickly, Jackson, last player up top.
Wait, we've got to go over Mudryk as well.
No, you do starting 11 first. So, Jackson.
All right, okay. So, Jackson, got the goal, but a bit quiet at times as well, because I don't know, he just was. He could have been involved a bit more, but, he did get his goal. I'd probably say 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, Mudryk.
Mudryk, the only noticeable sub we could say today. When he came on, the game changed. And, I think he was a solid 8 out of 10 today.
Quickly, Caicedo. Oh, yeah, fine. Caicedo and the rest.
Caicedo. You could probably give him he didn't come on for too long. He came on from the 80th minute onwards.
Chukwuemeka like 6. Chukwuemeka 6.
Yeah, give them both a 6. Did nothing wrong. I mean, the goal was conceded when they both came on, so 6 is out of 10. And yeah, Poch today, I would say.
Yeah, what do you give the manager that you want out?
I mean, he didn't do badly. He started with the lineup he could, which wasn't terrible, and his in-game management was actually quite decent today. He managed to take Sterling off and bring on Mudryk, and that's where we got that third goal, that really pivotal third goal that we needed, which basically it did win us the game. So yeah, and then obviously he did bring on a couple extra players to get a few extra minutes to get that experience in. But yeah, so I probably give Poch. I'd probably say it's 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, I give Poch a 7.5. Okay, that is our player ratings and a little post-match analysis of Chelsea 3, Newcastle 2, Stamford Bridge, Monday Night Football.
Yeah, up the Chelsea.
Yeah, brilliant performance from the boys. Solid performance. Got the job done in the end. Obviously, that Murphy goal at the end was unbelievable. So it would have been 3-1, but that goal was unreal. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, big up.
Big up, everyone.